Hey guys, all right, so let me walk you through exactly what you need to do in order to update your online portfolio rubric. So first, just like you see on the screen in front of you, you're heading into Google Drive. You're going to be taking a peek at your 2016 Fall 10th grade English folder. Right at the top of that folder, you should find another folder titled Final Exams. Now, you can do this a couple of ways. You could find that folder Final Exams, and inside it, you'll find the online grading rubric, or you could simply type in the search bar at the top of Google Drive 2016 online portfolio, and you'll find it either way. But you're going to pull up that online portfolio rubric, and you're going to make a copy of it. So here we find it right here in the folder. And when you find it, file, make a copy. That's as easy as it is, just like we've done in the past. When you make that copy of this online writing portfolio rubric, you want to make sure that you rename it so that your name comes at the very beginning of the file. So when I go File, like you see on the screen in front of you, and make a copy, right there, I'm going to change it so that the front end of the copy that I make, instead of saying copy of, will now say my name. So you can see me changing it on the screen in front of you. I'm going to change it to my name. I hit OK. And then I'm going to share it with me, Miss Ward, because I need to be able to see it and also give you feedback on that same document. So in order for me to do that, we're going to go to the share option up at the top, that little share button. You're going to click on share, and then you're going to add my email address, and it'll instantly share with me. So share my email address, jward@ioniaschools.org. And since I've emailed you a number of times, more than likely, you'll see it pop immediately up, just like I did right there. You're going to want to make sure that I have editing rights, which is that little pencil right there. And if you see the box that says notify people, please unclick it. I don't need a whole bunch of emails. I know that you've shared it with me. I'll see it with me in my shared with me folder on Google Drive. You hit OK, and you're really just about done. Ultimately, what you're going to end up doing is you're going to be using the directions on the online portfolio and then the rubric itself to grade your writing for this semester. So you're going to look at what the criteria are for each of the things that you're assessing. So you're going to be looking at structure and organization of your overall pieces in your portfolio, your creativity and originality. Take a look at how well you've done with grammar and conventions, style and voice, and then think about how much you've grown as a writer. You're going to give yourself a grade, 1 through 20, of course, 20 being the highest. And then you're going to tell me why you gave yourself that grade. And you could do it a couple of different ways. You can write your rationale right in the box there, explaining why you think you did well. You can also highlight what you think you did well and write a note on the side there. Or all the way down at the bottom, if you'd rather do it in paragraph form, almost like a letter to me, that's where your rationale goes. And then ultimately, I use that exact same rubric and I grade you as well. So you'll see my grade on there, your grade on there, and we'll add those together for 200 points. And that counts for your part of your 50% of your final exam. So what you want to also do is while you are assessing yourself, you want to pull up your graded, you want to pull up your Weebly, and we're going to do that next. All right, so Weebly, you're going to go to students.weebly.com, and you're going to log in. You should see your student account there. And then when you open up your student account, you want to make sure that you have the number of required pieces posted to your page. So your required pieces would be your intro, my writing is like analogy, along with a picture and the correct attribution. So my writing is like a rock. And then an explanation, remember 200 words. Your This I Believe essay. And if you had added up your video that went along with it, remember we videotaped it and I shared that with you on YouTube. You should be able to search that and find that link in your email if you would like to embed that and add that to your page. The piece that you published, and then all of the pieces for your Unit 2 research. And then you want to make sure that any changes that you make, you hit publish so that those changes go live. And I'm looking at the most well-revised version of your writing portfolio that you have thus far. So a couple of things to think about. if you want to make some changes or additions. Some of you were published for your publication piece. So there's a couple of things that you could do with this particular page. You could change it so that when someone links on it, it directly goes to your piece and where it was originally published. So if you were published out at Teen Inc., so I'm going to head out to Teen Inc. just to kind of show you how this works, teeninc.com, and say you had this, I believe, essay published on Teen Inc. I know a couple of you did. If I had the link for my essay on the space that it was published at, so you'll see I'm just pulling up a general one right now. I would take the web address for that link, and I can actually set it so that, and I'm just using an example one right now, set it so that my tab automatically went there. And the way to do that is I'm going to copy the web address just like you see me doing on the screen right now. I go back to my Weebly. I hit Pages. I'm going to hit plus Pages. And then right here it says External Page. So I'm going to click External Page. It's going to ask me for the link that I want. And I could write Published Essay. And then it has a space for me to add in the actual web address. So I'm going to paste in the web address that I just copied from Teen Inc. And then I can open that up in a new tab. I hit done. And now look, it'll show up right here. And when I click on it, it's going to take, once I hit publish, it's going to take me out to the Teen Inc. site. So that's a way to do that piece as well. Remember, you also have the option to embed. Some of you haven't yet embedded pictures or photos of your Unit 2 research piece. And I know that you have pictures of the posters that you've made or of things that you did. So to do that, again, you want to be in Build. And then you're going to be adding in whatever. So I have an image. I'm going to drag that image right on over so that I add it in here. If I have an embed code for like another web page or a YouTube video, I drop and drag it over and I copy that in here too. If I simply have text that I want to add or revise, again, drop and drag, and it'll give me a text box to write in. So you can see I can kind of move about and change the page however I'd like. This right here, your online writing portfolio, should be the very best that you have created, the very best pieces of writing. So it is okay to go back through and make any revisions or edits that you would like to those writing pieces so that they are the highest quality. We are going to be using this portfolio in semester 2. And adding more pieces to it so that by the time you get done with 10th grade English, you'll actually have about 7 pieces published to your online writing portfolio. As of right now, though, this is what you want to make sure that you have completed for part of your final exam for semester 1.